Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbit. You're the People of Skyrim. Okay. Okay, bear with me 1 minute, folks. Okay. I'm just sorting some stuff out. Okay. That's that sorted. Okay, let's just get in game quickly, and then we're going to come back out and I'm just going to update you folks on what's going on. Just get rid of this music. Oh, that's just it. I just remembered. Okay. Okay, folks. I'm just coming out of the game for a second, because I'm just going to bring up some stuff that I've been doing. I've had to start a new game and a brand new test. I had to do this anyway because of the updates to the current all-in-one patch that supports the mod pack. But I've also added some new mods. I added Skeever's stair fix, and I've added a couple others. This as well. This interests me a lot. This collection of fixes. So I've added this morning as well. Oh, hello, Bear Knight. Python. Hello there, everyone. Morning. And I've also added the bright waterfall fix for the EMB as well, because I've added the fix for realistic water too. So I've also updated all the, because Lux has been updated, and Lux, I think it's for mostly Lux, but I reloaded Lux Fire and Lux Orbis, so hopefully I've got all the overwrites correct. I've also loaded up the new female giant, which I think is lore friendly. So you know, along with the Hag Raven, I just thought they're two very good mods. Forgive the tits. I mean, this is Nexus, and you know, it is an 18 game. So yeah, that's all sorted. And as I said, I'm going to start a new game because there's been a lot going on. There was a lot of other little updates I needed to, you know, mods that I've updated as well. So now I've you know, along with Worm's Tooth as well. So now I've got to start again, a local test and a streaming test. So I get two different types of variation of tests. So, but this will be the final test, all right? And then hopefully within 3 days, 4 days, I get this mod pack out. So let's get in game. Let's start again. Okay, I'll just do my basic character, okay? That's complexion. Skin tone, that's what I want. So I got a lot to check, folks. A hell of a lot to check, a hell of a lot to do again to make sure everything's okay. I'm just going to cheat with some potions with a bat file. You can get those from my webpage if you're on PC. You can get a cheat chest on Xbox that I've uploaded for Xbox users. But I'm not going to cheat in terms of my stats or my health. I'm just going to give myself some potions and stuff like that, like I normally do. I want a pretty true test. I've just tweaked some of the torches and candles, some of the particles, a again, there's quite a lot that's changed because of updates to other mod authors files and stuff like that. And of course, I take it you can hear me okay. You would have told me by now, Python and Bear, if you can. What else have I got to do? I'm just going to give myself some coin, just so, you know, I can purchase whatever I need to purchase. And there's also a nice script. I can't remember who it was by, but it's a script that fixes... it's on the Nexus, and it's a script that fixes the, you know, the merchants when they've got a certain amount of coin or whatever. That you know, they won't trade or they won't give you coin. So that was fixed by someone, which is really good. Currently testing... Yeah. AI overhaul, no chance. You know, immersive citizens or AI overhaul, it's not going to happen. We all do far too much. We all, you know, change up nav mesh or markers or one thing and another, or add new NPCs. So they're going to clash. Bear Knight, you could, you know, if you didn't want to use TPOSC, you can use TPOSC AE on Xbox, or TPOSC AE on PC or SE, because there's different versions for PC. So you can use immersive citizens with the other version of TPOSC, all right, but not with TPOSC. Okay, let's get started. Let me think now.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Now I'm going to start with a negative. It's not really a negative, but it's just something I'm aware of, and it's something I want to share. Because what I will say is, oh, let me just. Oh, damn.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin. Be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
Let's just bring up my. Actually, I'm not going to bring my display up, folks, and the reason I'm not, going to have the frames and everything, in this test now, because we know pretty much what's going on with the frames and everything through all the other streams. So what I want to be doing is now taking screenshots and stuff like that. So and we all know the basic quest anyway, so I'm just going to keep it like this for now anyway. I might bring the map marker up in the HUD a bit later on, but what I want to do now is start taking advantage of these in-game plays and getting screenshots for the E&B preset and other stuff. Yeah, so I've just disabled, well, not disabled, all I've done is Python is my HUD is disabled. All right, because I want to take some screenshots, not disabled, just the opacacy is just right. If I it's back, you know, that's all I've done. All right, because what I want to do is I want to start taking some good screenshots and stuff like that. Okay, as I play, as they present themselves. Oh, I'll leave the HUD on for you. All right, I'll leave it on. And I can just turn it off if I need to, if I see something I like. Yeah, just faded, yeah. Sorry, what's that, Bear? Obviously. Okay, you're talking to each other, okay. Right. Oh, nice. Oh, he's just gone the other way. I don't like that. Maybe because I was mucking around with the HUD. I'm just going to reload, folks. Because he always flies across me and down towards Whiterun. So I just want to see what he's... Okay. Alright, maybe that's a one-off. I haven't seen that before. Alright, so straight away, right, just bearing in mind, like I say, there's been a lot of changes, so I've got to double-check everything. The first thing I'm going to do is pick up Hadvar. I'm going to go to Helgen. I'll pick up the diary, and then I'm going to pick up Hadvar and make sure he paths. And the reason I'm doing that is simply because of how the direction the dragon flew in. He normally comes across the little campfire there about alternate start. So I just want to make sure everything's tickety-boo. I mean, the fact that he might fly away on the odd occasion is fine. I'm not bothered by that. Again, the EMB preset's almost done. That'll be out soon. You know, I'm pretty much happy with the EMB preset now, so I can get that out even before the mod pack. So let's have a sip of coffee, folks. And I'll also be sharing my INI files from my game folder, because I've made some edits as well, which is recommended with certain mods. So to save you all that sort of hassle, I'll be providing you with that as well. So you'll have everything you need to run this mod pack. Oh, yep, coffee indeed, Python, yeah. I need it. Okay, so let's get to the cave, because what I want to do now... I know what I must do as well, just bear with me, folks. Just something I want to do. I'm just going to bring out the chat box. I'll do that. Oh, damn it, what have I just done? Oh, no. Bear with me, folks, I'm having a mare here. There it is. Alright, okay. Hold on. This chat box doesn't want to play ball. I just want to move it, but it's not. Oh, I can stay there. That's fine. I can see. That's the important thing. Right, okay. Back in game. Okay, off to the cave we go. Looks nice. I hope you all had a good weekend. Although we did talk on Sunday, I've just suddenly remembered we had the Oblivion playthrough, didn't we? Actually, I was thinking about the Oblivion playthrough, and I had some memories. I remember actually how difficult that first series of battles was, because I remember it. I remember after the fact, I took the heavy armor, and I remember taking the light armor, because I remember when I first played it on more than one occasion, I found it very difficult to get through that part of that staging where we saw at the end of the stream, where I got stuck and I kept dying because, again, I was so slow in the heavy armor. And I remember I used the lighter armor in past playthroughs so I could move around, and I think I also exited as well so I could get out to the courtyard, so I wasn't stuck in a small space with those three scamps. So we'll try something different this Sunday coming, or Saturday, whichever day the stream will be. But now this is important actually, folks, because if Hadvar doesn't path correctly, and if he doesn't do what he should do, I'm going to have to stop and see what's going on. Come on, Hadvar, don't let me down. Again, I made all these changes this morning and I haven't checked anything. I haven't had time, so it's a case of just coming into the game and seeing what happens. And hopefully it'll all be alright. Oops. Just make sure I got... Oh, I got some other... That's just... let's just do some changes while we're in an interior cell. Okay. Because it's quick.
Looks like he's gone.
Ah, it's good he's talking. Because it's quick and
I
easy.
don't think we should stick around to see
Python,
if he
that's
comes
why.
back. Closest town
Good,
from
he's
here is
walking.
River.
Okay, all right.
My uncle's the
Okay.
blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out.
That's
It's
all right, then, that's
probably
good.
best if we split up.
So maybe that
Good
dragon,
luck.
when he flew off
I
in the other
wouldn't have made it
direction, is not a
without
big
your
deal.
help
It's a one-off. Because I don't normally see that. He normally flies over the camp there, the alternate start camp. Oh, let's just bring up the frames a minute. Because there are some lots of frames around here by about 5 or 6. And I've had a good look.
Listen,
and it's the
Solitude
same
and
in
join up with the
stream as it
Imperial
is
Legion.
local.
We could really
But
use
yeah,
someone
just
like
there.
you.
Just there. It just fluctuates.
rebels
But
have
it
themselves
doesn't
a dragon,
hold.
General
So,
Tullius is the only one who can stop.
so that was the negative that I was talking about. It's not a major negative, but, you know, being aware that I'm just trying to produce a mod pack in all the settings that run, you know, pretty much at 60, 59, 60 frames. And there's only a couple of locations, 2, maybe 3 locations where they fluctuate. Otherwise, the performance is stable, folks. So, you know, at the level that I want to see it. So,
Huh?
just going to wait. Oh, Hadfar, he's going to do his Bleak 4s. I've missed that. I wanted to check that. I don't, mate. No, Bear.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
Hi, Gamma.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes
Let's
on
just pick up my bow. I am going to cheat with my weapon. Because again, TPOSC is not an easy mod. It comes with many challenges. And I don't want to be fighting for hours, folks. Again, this is an important test, so I just want to get on with the testing. And make sure everything works well. All the lighting and interiors are good. Like I say, I've updated the Lux files because the mod authors updated those. I did. Yeah. Just as a quick test, because when we came in, normally I just go to Riverwood and talk to Hadfar's old man, or, you know, what's his name, Sev, and start the quest that way. I don't generally bother to get Hadvar from the cave, but I wanted to check the cave, and I wanted to see that he came out of the cave, pathed, and did everything that he should be doing today, along with getting to Riverwood and playing out his scenes, Gamma. So if you don't know, I mean, for people that join me later or don't know my work, TPOSC edits every town, city and village. It produces, or provides, sorry, border hodes all through Skyrim as well. This is one of the border hodes, just outside of, on the edge of Whiterun. There's another one on the road, parallel here, adjacent to this border hode. If I bring up the map, folks, if you're not aware of TPOSC, when you start your new game, you have lots and lots of new locations. Many aren't marked. That includes enemies and
brigands I can handle.
bandit camps,
Dragons?
all sorts.
World's gone mad, I say.
Okay, let's just watch him. I want to make sure he paths as he should. We'll pick up some armor and stuff as well on the way. Go on, keep going. Good stuff. Sev's
Things
playing
look
out his
quiet
bit.
enough here. Come on, there's my uncle.
Dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night.
Uncle
It
Halvo,
flew right
hello.
over the barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please,
What
Mother.
are you doing?
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
Are you in
Uncle, please, keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come
Yeah, yeah.
inside then.
Python.
Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
When I'm done streaming locally, I'll be testing Rayloff as well myself. Make sure he does what he's supposed to do. Again, you know, it's such a pain in the ass, but when people update their mods, and there's so many updates. Because I'm looking to put the mod pack out right in a few days. 4 or 5 days after this testing, right? I've got to do Worm's Tooth as well. But when there's so many different mods that have updated, what I've basically got to do is, before I put this mod pack out, is just test it all and be doubly sure. Again, interior looks nice here, look, with Lux, so...
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
Now then, boy.
the thing with
What's
this
the
mod
big
pack,
mystery?
I'm going to have to
What are
put the
you
version
doing here
numbers of the
looking like
mods
you
that I'm
lost an
using,
argument with a cave
so
bear?
people know which
I don't
mod
know where to
version
start.
I'm talking about,
You know I was
or to
assigned to
run with the
General
mod
Tullius'
pack, so if it
store.
changes they can
We
also
were stopped in
inform me
area
if it gets
when
updated
we
as
were
well.
attacked by a dragon.
Yeah, I generally sit here, look.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like
All
I
right.
said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Again, I mean, what will determine some of the subtleties and changes is if mods affect an interior, or if there's been slight changes via the unofficial patch, alternate start, my mod, or other mods, you know, so there will be slight variations, but the important thing is that the scenes play out. And the NPCs aren't necessarily locked into a position with all their scenes. Some are, and then of course if you have mod authors change things and they don't realise that those NPCs are locked into certain locations by default, and there's no play on variations where they sit or where they go, that's when you get problems. So yeah, got to be aware of that, of course.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever
Okay.
soldiers he can.
Really see a dragon?
If you'll
What did
do
it
that
look
for
like?
me,
Did it have big teeth?
I'll be in your debt. Well, I'd better get back to work. To make yourselves at home. Mm-hmm.
Let's just pick up some supplies.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. Know it? Yeah, well, I don't know what. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I better get back to cleaning the store. What a mess.
Indeed. Nice shadow in there, folks, on the... Hold on a sec, folks. Okay, let's just go and check the inn. I just want to check the inn, make sure, because again, I'm running XD Embers, and of course that clashes with Lux and everything, so I've got to make sure, and TPOSC, so I've got to make sure my patch and the Lux patches and everything are working well in my all-in-one. So I just want to check this in quickly. Okay, it's nice.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
For the age of aggression is
Did you
just
hear me?
about done.
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all.
And restore
Just make
what
sure we
we
get a
own.
fresh batch in
With our
soon.
blood and our steel,
Welcome.
we
Let me
will
know if you
take
want
back
anything.
Yeah, I
our
know.
Gotta clean
It
my
happens
room
now and again.
somewhere.
That bucket. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't.
Ulfric,
Again, you know, the
king
Skyrim game isn't perfect, and neither is any mod. You know,
Getting low again,
and
Old
normally I don't see Alduin fly over the mountain. He comes over the fire camp and down
You'll get
towards
to it
Whiterun.
later.
But at the start of this game,
guard beckons.
you
I
know,
don't
he
suppose
did
I
something
could
different,
convince
which is
you
rare.
to
That's why I
care
wanted to
now,
check
could I?
that Hadfar was doing what he should be doing, and that the beginning of the game started correctly.
And we'll see it wiped clean of
so
the
yeah.
scourge that has sullied our hopes and our
What I did with this in was, and I'm in, you know, I'm just thinking, I don't want to add, if you look at the candles, right, in the background, we've got the strong fire in the foreground, we've got the candles in the background, so I deliberately made them, or made it so they wouldn't, you know, from a distance, giving off a lot of light, and especially when the doors were open as well during the day. During the night, they give off more light, they're a bit brighter, because the template changes, okay? But when you get up close, then you see their light source. Now you see the light bouncing off the fire here as well. It's bouncing off on the main wall as well. So I really like this in. I think it's. I wish that bard would shut the hell up. So you see the light from the fire bouncing on the frame of the bar here and on the windowsill. If you go to camp, yeah. So. But anyway, so far so good. We've started up okay, so I'll be looking out for any NPC anomalies. Well, any anomaly of any description. What's that? Oh, I just hit that bucket. The bucket is just... Look, the bucket is just caused me damage. How bizarre is that? Okay, time to get organised. Oh. Okay. Looking nice. I'm going to go straight to Bleak Falls Barrow. I'm going to shoot through there, get the main quest going. Oh, and that reminds me. I want to be testing Worm's Tooth as well, and I want to do that quite early, folks. Okay, so... Okay, the level isn't going to matter because I'm going to be using my bow and I'll be able to level up in a bit. Because my bow's a big cheat, of course, so it levels me up real quick. And again, I've been editing the depth of field, so you can see it here now. And the light sources. So... they're a little bit noticeable against the stone wall here, as you can see, but at night they got a bit more of a punch to them. So that's nice as well. I've also loaded up ethereal clouds the other day too. So there's a, you know, trying to get, what I'm really doing now, folks, is, you know, hopefully, if I haven't missed anything with these updates today, it's all about the last bits now, the last little bits of fine-tuning. Okay, that's where we're at for this mod pack. And it's been about 4 months in the making, you know, with the EMB preset as well, which has been quite a challenge. But I'm very pleased with the results so far. I need to keep an eye out, again, of course, for any obvious stuff. We just look at the overlook Riverwood here. All right, okay. Lovely shot. Ha! No, I can't even see him, but I know he's there somewhere. See if I can get him. There he is. Oh, she is actually. Oh, arrow in the knee! Arrow in the knee, folks. Did you see that? I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I took an arrow in the knee. Ah, dear. So why is she dead? That's my question. It's just an arrow in the knee. Oh, I better make sure she's gone, eh? Ah, she's going to blow. Total carnage. Oh, I need some ash piles. I need to get an ash pile texture. That's one thing I have forgotten. Okay, let's just save, folks. I haven't done that for a while. And bear with me a sec. Oh, right, okay. Let's just, okay. That was so funny. Back in game. Sorry about that, just checking something. Okay, let's move on. Now, we've got a couple of my TPOSC bandits, that, which you know, if you watch me regularly, you know, that with TPOSC, they path between the tower and Bleak Falls Barrows, so I just need to be a bit aware, because they're not, well, they're not that tough, but they're tough. But of course, I'm cheating, so. Time to find out if survival... if I survive... Yeah. On Xbox, yeah. If you're talking about Xbox. Let's move forward. But again, if you've got your tree lods, if you're having a tree replacer for lods and textures, you place that after TPOSC on the Xbox, and you know, my lods will be overwritten by the tree lods that you load. Sorry, the tree mod that you load. You know, the tree replacer for textures and meshes. But the objects will come in on still for Xbox users. Nice. Okay. Let's pick up the pace. Let's go. Oh, let's just take him out. Yeah. The tower, the big. Yeah. Couple of those. Yep. Good stuff. There. Oh god, multiple targets. Oh yeah. Now these are the original 3, aren't they? Of Bleak Falls Barrows. So let's have them show themselves. Hey, look at him. He moved, Matrix style. Okay. Cheers, thanks. Let's check these cobwebs. They're the next thing I want to check because of the Lux reinstall. Okay, they're alright. I like those. Nice light source here, so that's good. And dark here. Okay, so nothing. I don't think I've made any mistakes in the reinstall of Lux. So that's good. Seems to be doing what it's been doing to date with TPOSC and the EMB preset. Setting suns. Nice. Okay. Hey. Hey, Python. Oh, no. That's what we want. Look at the light on the stairs there, folks. That's nice. Lovely. Lovely lighting effects here, folks. On the floor and that as well. Is that all of them? There's one left. I thought there was one left. Let's just bring those flames back up again. Especially where there's... Whoa! I hit something there. And I love the way how dark it gets because of all that intense light. So your eyes are adjusting. Now she's just killed her first dragon. Excellent.
Don't let it get me! Help! Don't leave me for arcade's sake. Get me out of here! It's coming loose. I can feel it. You, over here.
Yeah, mate. Okay, we're going to cheat. Use the TPOSC cheat and bleak force barrel. We go straight through the door. It's a fast travel I just stuck into the game, folks, for people if they want to use it. Oh, wrong way. 222? What's 222? Am I being dense? 222. Oh, yeah, the door. I'm with you, Python. Yeah. 222, yeah. You're on about the door, aren't you? Okay, now, this cave system will be darker at night, folks, alright? Yeah, the code, yeah, the door. So... It does seem bright, but it is daytime. I'm quite sure it's daytime. Well, it's 6. So the sun, oh yeah, could be hitting through there. So it's quite bright in here. With, all right, yeah. But it is darker at night time, and I actually quite like it like this. Actually, I'll be honest. I've had Bleak Falls Barrow, or this particular cave, real dark, real light. I mean, again, if you don't like it as bright, you can adjust that in the settings. In the E and B, but bearing in mind, like I say, look, you see the shaft of lights coming in, so you know we've got sunset outside, so that's sort of time of day. So, but it looks nice. Jesus, I missed it. Ah, back in you go. I'll have a look at that. Not forget this. Right, what I'm going to do... Hey, completely restores magic. Yeah, well, it's light, but it's not bright. Okay. Yeah, 3 chests. And again, I am going to keep an eye on the... That's nice. Looking back. Again, you see, I suppose... If you think about it, we got a torch there and a confined space. And if you look at the radius of it, it's only sort of lighting up by these pillars. You look down through... And really, the main light source here is this sconce thing. So, I mean... I'm just going to keep an eye on the lighting as well, because I've adjusted the particles for the torches. Yeah. But again, like I said, there's been a lot of changes, so I just need to be aware. But what I did was, and I'm going to go back to it, I'm not going to interfere here. What I did was this. Let's just come down to where I was earlier. I was playing around this morning before I started my new game. Okay, there you go. And that is completely different now. I can go now. I was on 60, but I'm just going to start on that setting or adjustment I made there. Simply because I'm thinking about other interiors as well. And what I might need to do is just drop the particles down a bit so the radius of light is a little less. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? That's what I had yesterday and in the previous streams. I was just playing around with lighting settings. I forgot about that. So yeah, shouldn't play around too much, but just little tweaks here and there, you see. I'm just trying to finalize everything and okay, what am I doing? We're off to White Run. So my next little test here, folks, is to check the path and NPCs when we're going down the hill towards the waterfalls. Speed running, yeah. Okay. Alright, we got the twinkly sky. You'll have that sometimes. You can turn the animation off in... If you didn't like the twinkly sky, I'm just going to show you this, folks, but there's the animated stars, okay? You need to hit apply for it to change, but that's basically what you change. I've enabled the animated stars for my EMB preset. Let's go. I'm just going to look in the inn because I want to see Riverwood in the evening or at night and look at the light source. It should be a little bit different. Yeah, it is darker in here, even more. And these lights are more dominant, which is the way it should be. That's nice. I like that. Okay, so that's nice. I like that, folks. I really do. Okay, let's go. So we've been going for about 45 minutes, that's all. There's those lights a lot brighter now on the stone there that we just passed. But again, it's quite a bright night, so the light sources won't be as noticeable as if it's a dark night. So, but yeah, it's still quite strong. So fine, there we go. We see this one, look, much brighter. Or it's still bright is what I'm saying, but on a dark night that'll be more noticeable, of course. Who's this? Oh, hello.
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service.
Oh, let's just level up, folks. And then I can get Worm's Tooth underway. Trouble is, because I've got a lot of level ups in one go, because of the bow that I'm using. You see, it was a high powered bow and it's a cheat, so it's enabled me to level up very quickly. Mr. Dawnguard Patrol. TPOSC and Lux Fire Elements. Nice. That is nice. The light, the firelight there, the swinging lantern, the backdrop of the stars in the sky. Those twinkling stars. And again, you know, I mean, I know not everybody's going to like what they see within this mod pack, but again, don't forget, I'm building for across the board. I'm building for female players as well as male players. You know, I mean, that's why you've got that male assertiveness and aggression, and you know, there's many masculine components to this mod, but there's some female components as well. When you think about some of the homes, maybe, or just some of the touches I like to use at the markets and stuff like that. So, and the sort of environments that I create as well. I do sort of try to consider a variety of different players and tastes. Here we go. Here's the Forgotten City start now, and the letter from the Jarl.
Let's see here. I have a letter here for you. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Riches beyond imagining. I found these words inscribed in ancient dwarven ruins in the Reach. I believe they mark the entrance to a forgotten city. My brother went in a few days ago and hasn't returned. I need someone I can count on to go in after him and bring him back alive. I've heard great things about you, which is why I'm asking for your help. I'll be waiting for you in the ruins. Please hurry. And remember, riches beyond imagining.
Yes, Cassia, if you say so. Okay. Okay. What we want, the Worm's Tooth should be next. Should see that guy in a sec, I think. And I'm going to play Worm's Tooth because Worm's Tooth has been updated, folks. And he's added another quest, a Morrowind-like quest, so that needs to be sorted out as well and checked and played through. Time of day is it? Okay. It's interesting. Nice light sources on those sconces there, or those torches there.
Halt! City's closed with the dragon. Welcome to Whiterun, friend. Go right on in.
Hello, Z. So again, this is what I want to check as well. That we've got a nice source of light around the torch, but not too strong.
Might consider joining up myself.
There's a fair amount of light being produced by the larger sources here.
I just can't fill
That's good. But check the interiors in the... Oh, here's the Dawn Guard.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire. Ha! Ezron's going to like you. Go talk to him in Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Okay, we check out JK's interiors. Again, just again in terms of the light sources, because that's what I've updated Lux, as I said. So I need to make sure all these light sources are still good.
Give a holler if you have
Alright,
any
that's very nice. That's really my sort of thing. It's nice and dark with a lot of shadow, but enough light there too. Okay. And again, of course, folks, when the E&B preset comes out, if it's too dark for you, it's easy enough to change. Same with the nights as well. You can adjust the brightness or darkness of the nights. So if I just go down, okay, so that's the lighter side. Okay, and the max, but that's really bright for me. Okay, and that's the top end.
If you have need of hunting,
what was I on? I can't remember. Let's just apply changes and that go back default. I will say I used Rally's all-in-one for Solstheim, and I like his all-in-one pack. The only thing I don't like is his lanterns. But there you go, and I don't really like the lanterns. They look too. I had a much smoother texture on the lanterns, and they were a little bit brighter too. But you can't have everything, so I'll stick with that for now. Let's get on up to High Rothgard. The windows look good with the light sources, so
yes.
I might have to reinstall the torches, I think. Oh no, I've still got Matthew's. Oh no, that's all right. No, that's okay.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes.
So what time? Okay, it's 12:30. It's a bright night. I just want to check the water now, folks. Well, a deeper part would be nice. Where's the neck? What's going on? Thank you. I'll have to go to the top, won't I? Just want to check the water, see what it looks like at night. It's all right in the day. Just want to see if there's anything out of place, No, that's all right. Okay. Yeah, Z, if you're still there, modern is a science. But it's good fun. I mean, that's why people are still doing it now, years down the line. So, okay, JK's Dragon's Reach, beg your pardon. Nighttime, so it's a little bit darker, okay, than it is in the day.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please.
And I'll talk about this fireplace in a minute for those who watches this stream later, okay?
Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in.
Did you notice how,
The Jarl will want to speak to you.
when you're around the fire, everything darkens around the circumference around you? And that's my experience of big campfires or big raging fires. They make, but when you pull away from the fire, yeah, your eyes will slowly start to adjust and the lighting starts to change. It's quite subtle. And I really like that. And if I come here, for example, I pull back, you're getting a different light experience again. So I really like that. And it only happens with the real big fire pits, all right? So that happens. No, it won't happen. You'll get a little bit of that effect because I tweak the particles a little bit and the lighting sources a little bit with the CMB preset. So, but I really wanted to emphasize that sort of effect when you're looking into a big fire and how everything around you goes dark. You know, because of the way your retina and your eyes are adjusting to the intensity of the fire in front of you. But like I say, when you pull away. When you look away, do you see how the light slowly comes back in as I turn my back to the fire? And I think that's a real nice effect, folks. I really like that. And that's what actually started the CMB preset off in the first place. But it only happens with real big sources of light. Littler sources of light, you get it a little bit, but it's not quite the same. Because it wouldn't be, and it's not. So that's a real immersive touch for me. I really like that. Okay, let's forward this quest.
So you were at Helgen. You
and then
saw
I'll wait.
This dragon with your own eyes.
And then I'll wait for the Worm's Tooth guy to catch up on me, because he should be catching up soon. I just need to pick up some spells now. Oh, can I do that this time of night? Let's see.
Come to Dragon's.
Yeah.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
Hey, Strictly.
You know, if you've
nice to see you, mate.
You should join them. Just call it
How you doing?
Winterhold.
All right. So again, I've got some Gamwich's soul gems because they glow nicely along with the particle lights and everything. So yeah, looking nice. Okay, let's just. What am I doing? I just want to have this all prepared. Good to hear it, man. Well done. Okay. Let's get back to the Jarl.
Send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Here, take this as a small token of my... There is... Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons
and so it is darker in Dragon's Reach because we are at night time as well. Sorry. The interior will brighten up in the daytime. Again, that's the same for all the interiors with Lux and this EMB preset and everything.
Farengar, I think I found someone.
We'll just kill this dragon and we'll move on.
Dragon project.
I'm waiting for...
Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you... Yes. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a... you see, one sure... But I began to search. I, learned of a certain... Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet. The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
Finally found my issue. Oh, right. Okay, what was going on, mate? Sorry, I just saw your comment.
The Jarl foists on me.
What was it, Strictly? Just going to draw back so you can see the different lighting effects here, folks. And how the shadows of the NPCs bounce around as well. So the guard on the back wall there. Really nice.
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Well, there's
Oh, okay. It had to be something, mate. It always is. Always is. Bloody updates, whether it's Windows, mod authors, or whatever. They're all a pain in the ass.
I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come off.
I just released an update as well.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irlet, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't
His skin
fail
looks
me.
good on his arm there, folks.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go. You survived Helgen, but I haven't forgot. Ask and please,
Yeah, okay.
accept this gift from my
Cheers, mate.
personal
Ta-ta.
army.
I should come along. I would very much
I'm
like
just going to move through to the morning. So we got light. We're too early morning. We're too... See it? Did you see the light change in the interior as we started to hit the day, folks? So it's got brighter in here, just a little bit. 'Cause it's still early morning, but you're at 6:44. But you saw the distinct changes as... and you can see already coming down the steps. You can see the distinct changes from night to day in the interior. In the interior here, so that's good. Definitely brighter now, all around, with the early morning. Let's see what the early morning looks like outside, and let's go kill a dragon.
Leave me alone.
God damn. Oh, what's going on? I keep... Yeah. I have always got a full backup of all my work. My building folder and my game folder.
We've got nothing.
Oh, look at this. You got a bit of an attitude, Delphine. You need a slap. Giving me attitude. I'm only walking past you. I'm not giving you any grief, am I? Ah, here we go, folks. Here we go.
I'll give you that. I was asked to find you as soon as possible. You'd best head on over to the Bannered Mare in White, and the promise of a generous reward sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Okay. I'm just going to kill the dragon. And I love the mornings and nights of the CMB preset. So pretty. The aesthetics is just so pleasing. Love that stone wall and the trellis work, or that, you know, the framework of the roof. That's lovely.
We're so dead. But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours. If you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we?
Okay. Must pick up some armor as well, folks, before we go on the Worm's Tooth quest. But I just want to kill this dragon first.
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair.
At some stage, mate. Yeah. I've been asked about that before. Yep, one day, strictly. But again, there's just so much, you know, that I've got my teeth into. But yeah, I mean, until E6 comes out, I'll just keep going and building and creating for Skyrim.
Take a look.
And Solstheim and even the Dragonborn, it would be part, you know, and Hearthfire as well. Sorry, would be part of that probably as well. And do you know what the irony is? I haven't even played Hearthfire yet. Only once have I completed a Jarl's quest to get a home, and that was because of a test I was doing between TPOSC and Hearthfire at Morthor. When I had edits around Oostengrav. and I had all the dead orc in, the dead elves, you know, like the marshlands in the Lord of the Rings. What am I looking for here? I just want to. That's what I want. That's all I want.
May your road lead you
To warm sands. And again, if you wonder what's going on, folks, I reduce grass for my playthroughs. I'm not big on grass, to be honest with you. So the tundra will be very different, probably, from what you're used to seeing. You know, I like nice parallax textures to look down upon. You know, and I don't mind a bit of grass, but I don't like a lot of it. Now, this smoke's going to interest me. I want to see if there's any... I just want to make... Because, again, I've added some different... I just want to look at the coloration of the smoke, and I'll tell you why. This is why. Oh, no, that's the sky. Sorry, beg your pardon. Let me go back. My lens. Part of the EMB preset, I edited my lens and the coloration of the lens. So I got this nice... soft sort of bluish hue to the CMB preset and to the sky and the mountains, you know, and all the fog and everything. But yeah, I think I've got lots of time, mate. Yeah, so I'm on 15 and I'm gonna leave it at that for now because that's good, and it's just for the day. I don't want it any other time, but you can sort of see it in the smoke. The smoke's black, but it's still blackish, it's still smoke-like, but it's got that little bit of coloration to it from the lens that I'm using, and I don't mind it myself personally. I mean, you guys may not like it, you know, different tastes and all, but that's, you know, what I'm doing. I'm doing lots of different things with the CMB preset. The fireplaces and, you know, the lighting and the way the lighting affects your eyes and your sight and everything, you know, when you're at a big fireplace, to other aspects as well. Just want to do something different, folks, you know?
Save us. Here he comes again.
Meant to jump up there, just got stuck.
Find cover and make every arrow count.
Let's see if I can take him with one shot, shall I? Oh no, let's let him have his moment. No, let him play out. Let's just, I've got to be careful I don't die, of course. Ooh, nice sunset there, or sunrise, whatever it is. What time of day is it? Oh. Hello, Mark. Okay. I'm just going to let the dragon play out because I can kill him with one shot. Because obviously I'm cheating with my bow. I just want to see things play out a bit. I want to look at the changing environment as the sun's going down. Make sure everything runs smoothly. I just want to hear him talk as well. I love hearing him talk. Hello, dragon. I haven't got a sword or anything. I don't think I can engage him. Have I got a sword? Oh, I have. Let's just have a bit of a fight then. Where's he to? Oh, he's gone into slow mode for some reason. What's going on there? Alright, he's sped up again. Just bear with me, folks, to check my frames. Make sure there's nothing going on there. I've seen him do that before in vanilla, but very rarely. Oh, oh! Whoa! God dear me. Where's my potions? Let's see what he does. Now I loaded up a script today, right, folks? And I'm just a new script, and I actually got rid of percussion as well, because that is full of issues for Skyrim. So that's interesting what's going on there. Keep an eye on that. But for now, I'll watch how other dragons react. At the beginning of the stream, yeah, and that's what I'm wondering about, because this should be a default level dragon, which the game produces. Is it a percussion, something like that? Because I noticed in game the other day when I was checking locally, I was aware of the 2 quests that it affects, but it affected dragons as well. It affected other stuff in the game I was picking up on. So I got rid of that. And the author's up rewriting the script for it. But I loaded up another mod today, another script mod, and I mean, the only mods that would affect the dragons are mods that. Oh God! Hold on a sec.
You are Dragonborn. In the very oldest tale, that's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training. The way the
Yeah. I'm aware of the mod, mate.
What are you talking about?
That's right.
Yeah, if you go onto Percussion's website, right, you'll see under the bug sections there's quite a few issues piling up, and under his comments section he's rewriting the script for the program. So I removed that because like I say, I noticed a few things, but this was interesting. Again, TPOSC doesn't touch dragons, all right, and the only other mod, there's only I don't know what it is right now, folks. I'm not going to say anything because I don't know, but I know what I've got loaded up is limited. I haven't got much loaded up, so there isn't going to be much. There's only going to be a few mods that are potentially screwing with the dragons. So and again, that's why this testing is important. So now what I'm going to do is now what I want to see. Right, bear with me. What am I doing? I just want to run to my what am I doing? What am I thinking about? I am thinking about okay. Only in the last few days have I started to notice dragons. Well, last three days really, dragons do some things that they didn't normally do. I removed percussion because I thought that might be playing a part in it. It has its own issues without doubt, and it did affect 2 dragon quests, or 1 dragon quest and another quest. Can't remember if it was a dragon one as well. So okay, I'm just checking my load order and just reminding myself of some stuff. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is, folks, I want to see if that does it again. Just as a test. Oh shit. Oh, no, that's all right. That's okay. Right, so I'm going to go back and try this dragon again. It could be something, it could just be stress of a stream, but I doubt it. I just want to see what happens if we try again. And I'm going to speed things up. But keep the frames on. Watch the frames. See if, you know. Engage him in a fight again. It's a bit of a bitch because if it's not, if you know, if it doesn't happen locally and it's just like stress on the machine, fine. But if it is an issue, it means I'm gonna have to start again, so on and so forth, and find out what the issue is. Oh, come on, is she coming? There she is. Oh, that's not her. Let's go forward.
You're rather hard to track
Oh
down.
God, I forgot about him.
I'll give you that.
Right, let's just do this.
You'd best head up in the promise of a generous reward. Sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Right, I better save here then. So I don't have to repeat this.
We need to know what would deal.
Okay. I mean, I have seen that dragon do that vanilla occasionally, but very rarely do I see that. And because I had Alduin went a different direction this morning at the start of the stream, and like I say, we had a different dragon as well, a blood dragon, which is a good point. We shouldn't be having a blood dragon. We should have like a frost dragon, I think, as standard. So let's see what's good. It's a blood dragon again, look. Or is it? I think it is, yeah. So. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, I'm inside a tree there. Or a branch. Where's he to? I'm taking cover. Whoop. Yeah. Just keep an eye on him. Alright, well, he's moving freely enough now. Let's wait for him to land and see what happens once he's landed. There's only a couple of mods that could be affecting dragons. Okay, let's see what happens once we've engaged him. Dear me. There he is, he's doing it again, look. Alright. Let's have a look. Let's do what I should. Actually, no, thinking about it, hold on. I remember. Hold on, folks. I know what I'm going to do, because I remember the script that I loaded up this morning. Alright, bear with me. I'm going to try something. Let's just. I've got to remind myself what it was I downloaded. Let's just have a look. Wait, Vortex opens up. What was it I downloaded? Mods. Download history. Now, the author says, it's a list of fixes he made, okay? Now, who was it? Where is it? The Papyrus Tweaks, okay. Now, you can add and remove this mod without any issues, all right? And this was added a small or today. It's got a lot of fixes, apparently. And then apparently you can remove it without any issues because it doesn't save anything. It's not saved into anything. So let's take this away, all right? And just eliminate this possibility. I'm going to uninstall that. Yeah. Okay. Right. With that done, let's just make sure I haven't, everything's to say, everything's enabled that should be. I'm just going to run loot off again, make sure my load order is correct. Because, you know, this is a, you know, like I say, I don't normally see this. Many people have problems with Visual C, by the way. Do they? I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Let's think, what windows have I got open? Because I only really want what I need. Okay, you can all hear me and see me. Let's go back in game. Oh, loot. I'm just going to run loot again, make sure everything's right. You know, I might have just, you know, I took away one mod because it was problematic. And then I added another scripted mod, hoping that it would just, you know, again, provide the user with a better experience. And that mod might do that. I don't know yet. But I've got to work out what's going on here. So I think what I'll do first off, I didn't hit that twice, did I? So what I'll do is I'm just going to check this dragon out again. And then I'm going to... Oh, right. Okay, lovely. Well, I'm actually on Windows 10 at the moment. But that's another issue as well. What platform are you on? You see, because that's why we all have different gaming experiences. You know? You know, Windows 10, Windows 11. What Windows are you on? You know? I'm on 10, yeah. So, you know, it's this is the problem with it all, you know. I can't stand Windows, to be honest with you. You know, I'll be honest. Right, let's just load this again, right? We'll start this battle again, and because again, this guy says I can remove these scripts with no issues because it's all SKSE and it doesn't save anything. Yeah, mate. I'm with you, mate. So, oh, we got rain now. Where am I? What's going on here? Oh. Damn it. Yeah, sorry. What's going on? Why did it load that up? I must have done that by mistake. I don't quite know why it loaded that up. I don't know what I did when I came in here. I thought I just pressed continue, but... Okay, so... Let's see what I'm going to do, folks, because I want to see if the dragon changes, all right? So bear with me, all right? This is important. Well, it hasn't spawned yet, so we'll just go back to here. And what I'm going to do... There's that coloration of the smoke that I was talking about. It's more of like it's black, but it's blackish, bluish sort of hue. But anyway, that's neither here or there right now. Let's just now that's different, I think.
Get under cover.
Let's have a look.
It's still around somewhere. Let's save us. Here he comes again.
Right, we're gonna have to start a new game to really know now whether, you know. Hello, Josaphat. Yeah. Right, it's the same dragon, all right? Yeah. What I'm actually going to do, lads, I am literally quit. Right. I am literally going to start again. And because if I've got to discount the mod that I've just uninstalled. Okay, if I'm going to start again, right, and what I expect to see is Alduin flying towards me above the alternate start camp, because he's done it every stream I've done. Okay, so if he does it now, then we know that that script was playing its part with the dragons. Okay, so this is, you know, more than likely. It's not guaranteed because it's not a true vanilla test, but I would suspect that it is. No, what am I doing? So I'm going to go default now. Okay, it could be as well, folks. It could be that the conflict we've got is with Maximum Carnage, because I've only just recently loaded that up. So, you know, again here, I've made sure I've got all the patches that I need. I'm just going to go prisoner. Now I'm going to cheat big time, all right? I'm going back to, because this is a test, all right? Okay.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin. The woods can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
So that's interesting. So again, you know, until things are right, this pack won't be out, folks, because, you know, there's something in the last few streams, and with different mods I've been trying, and again, if you're using SC, oh, we've got the rain and everything, so let's set up, actually, let's just leave the lighting off. Right, he's coming this way. Okay, let me tell you this, folks. At the beginning of this stream, Alduin, right, didn't come and fly over the camp like he normally does. All right? He flew in the opposite direction. Now he's just flown over the camp with a new game start. Now, so I suspect that the scripted mod yeah, it's one of my favourite as well. So I suspect that fix mod had some bearing upon the load order. I'm not saying it's an issue on its own, but maybe it clashed with something within my load order. Okay, so now then that was good. What I'm going to do is, yeah, I know the slow mode happens sometimes, but there's something more going on as well. Okay, and I've got to eliminate any potential. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to do some basic testing, which I sort of, you know, just bear with me. I'm going to speed things up. I just want to storm lighting right now. Okay, presets. Ultra. I'm just going to put that onto ultra realistic and do the usual stuff that I do, so the conditions are the same. All right. Okay, right now. Let's just get Rayloff this time. I'm not even going to bother to get the book. Let's just make sure Rayloff paths, and then we're going to cheat from there on in, as in, I'm going to COC and get these quests underway. I just want to make sure now Rayloff does what he should be doing, as Hadvar did, okay? But yeah, sometimes, you know, I haven't... It's the fact that it was a blood dragon. It's not a blood dragon. It should be a standard level default dragon that the CK uses, you know, for those spawns. Whoever said that is right. It should not be a blood dragon. You shouldn't be seeing a blood dragon. So, you know, we're going to quickly get back to that point.
Nothing too low for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Should make sure he paths the way he should as well, folks, all right? Okay. Right, that's him up. Let's get on with it. Hopefully he'll path. I won't have any more concerns. Do what he's supposed to do. Then we're going to get straight to Bleak Falls Barrow. I'm going to go straight through with some COCs. Pick up the stone. Head on back towards White Run and get the dragon sorted again. Okay, he's going to do it, I can tell.
Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here.
Okay, he's pathing. The real test, I suppose, is Riverwoods, so... These are just key points, key areas, folks, all right? Key moments. There's a tester. I mean, normally I would do it pure. I'd let him walk down, but again, because, you know, this is I'll test locally in my own time, but this is a stream, so as you let him catch up, you should catch up with me within an hour or two. All being well, if everything's working right. There he is, all right. Let's get on with it. He's pathing nicely, so...
Gordon's probably working in the lumber mill.
You know, Rayloff always does what he does if your game's set up okay and you got all your patches right and everything. He never fails me. None of them do. You know, as long as everything's you've got your fixes loaded in and your patches, the game's, you know, pretty reliable, I find, you know. I was hoping to speed it up. Okay, we know, right, he's going to fulfill his routine. I want to really move this on, but I'll just wait to make sure he walks over here.
And who is this? One of your comrades?
Not the comrade yet. Friend. I owe him my life. Is there somewhere we can talk? There's no telling any news from Helgen in the 1800s.
Helgen? A city pattern. You're right. Follow me. Todd, come here a minute.
Yeah, it always works right for me, Python. He sits on his perch, everything transitions okay, the boy, Hod, or Hog, or whatever his name is. The key's given.
What are you doing here? I'll be right down.
Never an issue. Always performs perfectly for me. He'll stand, he'll exchange, the boy should come up in a sec. Here comes the boy. Then he'll sit after he's chatted to the boy and the boy gets sent off to watch the East Road. Or the West Road, whichever road it is.
Hush, Rogan. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers.
I've spent 10 years religiously doing this stuff strictly. And yes, you know, sometimes I test in sections, like you saw me COC the Riverwood, and then, but you know, all testing should be done vanilla, really. You know, with each mod. You know, for example, TPOSC has been tested just vanilla. I've tested Lux, vanilla, and all the rest of it, and then I put them all together. Okay, I want to forward this on. Come on. Almost there now. But again, you know, you will always be able to tell by the way the NPCs perform or one thing or another. It's, you know, quite easy to locate issues after a while. It becomes second nature. Sometimes you still get caught out now and again, but yeah, that's right, exactly. It's stage by stage, step by step, always. Come on, Gerda, come on.
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that drag.
So my bet is, as we did have Alduin fly the right direction this time, because I remarked that at the beginning of the stream, I knew,
Nobody else has
you know, once they're in discourse, their conversation has to finish, then she'll engage me and lock on. I could just go to Seb, look, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do this right now.
You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need.
Here we go.
Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Rayloff's
Is a friend of mine. Here
Here's
we
the
go.
key to the
Thank you.
house.
Yeah.
There is something you could do for me. The Jarl needs... We need to get word to Jarl Balgros in White.
Okay. Everybody happy? Move on.
I ought to get back to
Okay.
work before I... Yes, but...
Let's just save, just in case we need to take a step back. Oh, I didn't pick up I didn't pick up my bow, but it doesn't matter. I've got so much power now, folks, in terms, because I've cheated. I've put in my usual bat file for testing, and I'm basically, you know, well geared up.
Hold the seat here while Orville runs off with that golden claw.
That time, picked a bad time to get lost.
But also, of course, what I could also do as well, and this will clear the cells for me so I got no enemies. This doesn't harm in terms of testing. Alright, let's get going. Again, you know, oh, you have a great day, Strictly, alright? Look after yourself, mate. Glad you got your, I'm glad you got the, you know, your game back up and running and everything. And I'll see you tomorrow, or, well, maybe on the Discord later. Have a great day, mate. Okay, so we're just shooting through here. Okay, everything's killed, folks, so we just have to drop down into this first cell, Fleet Force Barrow 01. Everything's killed, alright? So I've just got to go and pick up the claw. Alright. And then I'm going to bounce straight through. That was interesting. That'll be interesting to see if it is that script. I'm not saying that the script itself is an issue. On its own, it could work perfectly fine. I did read all the conditions, and I didn't think I was running anything that it clashed with, but it might be that it does clash with something. Sorry. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with this dragon now. Let's just pick up this stone. Just going to hammer through. Love the bats there. That's good. Good. Pick up the shout. Got everything? Yep. Okay. I'm going to save. Now we're going to go straight. Rocking, rolling. And again, it isn't a pure test, of course, folks, but what it is doing is, you know, most of these, the COCs aren't going to hurt. You know, I mean, you might see the odd, because you're going jumping into a cell, an NPC might act a little bit differently from normal, but it ain't going to cause a major issue. The important thing is that you do the important thing is that you do the quest stages by the letter, and I'm not, example, saying doing like advanced stage and doing it like this through the command. Okay, yeah. So the important thing is that I'm doing them through the triggers in the proper way that the game would do them, rather than through the command menu. So let's just get on up to the
whatever it takes, but we must have more swords with the Imperial.
and then we can get back, and what I'll do is, if this works okay, we'll start again a proper game. All right, we know that we've got rid of the conflict, and I'll start again, unfortunately. But this is the nature of building a mod pack. This is the way. Yeah, I grabbed the stone, mate. If not, I can easily get back there. So, yeah, I did grab it. I hope so. This is the nature of, you know, making a mod pack. You all know it. Or just doing your load order, you know. We all want to try out new mods. I could have stuck with what I had. I'm quite sure I did. I could have stuck with what I had, but I wanted to try other mods. There it is, mate. All right.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Well, that explains what the guard let you in.
Need more information.
Come on then. The Jarl will
you
want to
were in
speak to you
Helgen.
personally.
What do you say now, Proventus?
Have to
Shall
wait
we
for him a
continue
minute
to trust
while he
in
just
the strength
finishes
of
his
our
dialogue.
walls Against the dragon?
My
Next
lord,
time, deal
we
with
should send troops
Avenici.
to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountain...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon
What
burns
time is
my
it?
hold
Okay.
and slaughters my people.
Another 20 minutes
Here
and I'm going to be done, folks.
Send a
About
detachment to
1:30.
Riverwood at
I'll be
once.
finishing up, all right?
Yes, my Jarl.
GMT, so
You'll
about another
excuse
20 minutes, but I
I'll
will be back
return to my
tomorrow,
duties.
normal time.
That would be best. Here. There is... Come. Let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to
These are the bits I can't speed up. Of course, I've got to allow the quest to play out and the NPCs to complete their dialogue and the quest to shift. Sorry. Shift through their proper stages. So just be patient here a minute.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in. With
No,
all the
Python, I had a day off.
So the
I
owl
had
thinks he
family
can
stuff
be
to
of
do.
use to me.
So,
Oh yes, he must be referring to... Yeah, well, when I say fetch, I really mean... You are... Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find... Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls... You'll have to see...
okay.
Farengar.
Here she comes. Here he comes. Here comes the guard. The Jarl's off to take his position. Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
Is Jake here, is he? Oh, hello, Jake. How are you?
Let's go.
I'm all right, mate. I've always had a
You're
dicky
left
chest
tells me you came
from when I was a
Western
kid. I had
Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
was it bronch? I had something. My mother said you know, it was a close call when I was a kid or something. I had some chest infection or something, and I've had a, you know, so.
Is it attacking the watchtower?
But during this time of year, when it's sort of moist and warm, you know, in the south here, I tend to get the chest tends to play up a little bit.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. Burn it. Irlet, we better gather some...
Okay, sorry.
And get down there.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time
Okay.
I want you to go. You survive, but I haven't for... As a token, and please,
Okay,
accept this
so we're
gift
about to
from
find
my
out,
personal
folks,
line.
whether that mod was conflicting with this load order. My guess is from the old win clue at the beginning of this new game start, it is. And what I'll do is we will start a new game. We'll do that right away if we're right, if everything works out okay. If we have a proper level dragon, not a blood dragon, because we shouldn't be having a blood dragon either. If it is still the same, I'll leave the stream, and I'll work on it, and I'll come back and we'll start again tomorrow. But hopefully it's going to be fine. But you know, small teething problem, not a big issue really. The E&B preset's going to be out on the 11th regardless. The 11th of the 11th, I'm going to celebrate the anniversary of 12 years. Is it 12 years now? With the E&B preset Setting Suns. And if the mod pack comes out a little bit later, so be it. Now, let's see if she turns up straight away. Let's see what happens here. Good,
No
she's there
sign
straight
from the
away.
dragon right
Okay,
now.
so that's a good... Oh, look at that. That looks pretty. Wow.
I know
Okay,
it's
so she
bad.
popped in straight
We've
away,
got to
so that's
figure
good.
out
Let's just save up.
what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors.
I've only got fire. All right, so that's going to be interesting. I'll probably just kill the dragon once it's had a fly around and we've seen what it does. And I'm going to do a little test as well, just to put it under more. I'm going to put the system under more pressure.
Still here somewhere.
Oh.
Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Just going to save first.
Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
No. Let's just wait. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, please let it be the normal guy. It is. We've got our normal dragon back. Okay, so it was definitely, I think, and he's flying around nicely, look. And I'm TFCing in the stream as well. And he's landed okay. Okay. I think we've got a positive confirm there, folks. Good. Good. Look at this. It's all smooth as shit. Good shit. Yes. Okay, we got a confirmation there, folks. We really have. Yeah. There was a mod conflict with the script that I've just taken out. All right. Wait, let's take some cover. Let's check he's flying all right. Yeah, he's moving around okay. So we had a mod conflict. Proper job indeed. Good shit. We're going to start a new game. A proper new game. And I'm not putting any more scripts into this bloody... I'm leaving this mod pack now because I'll tell you what. I'm going to say something now, and I might be putting my foot in it, but I'm going to say something after this. I'm going to kill this dragon in a minute, all right? But I'm going to say something in a minute, folks. Look at the coloration there. That's lovely. Not really doing anything with the fire, look. Oh, well, we'll try that. Let's just get rid of the fire. Oh, he's out. He got hit by an arrow or something. There he goes. Okay, he's playing okay, folks. So let's keep running. I'm going after him. Oh, get stuck under him. Go on, die, you piece of shit. You're mine. Yeah. No. Okay, so we have confirmation there. That was a good playthrough. The same dragon as it should be. The level dragon, the frostlight dragon, all right? We've had confirmation there, folks. That script worked absolutely fine. Irilith did what she was meant to do when she was stood at the ladder there. And the meeting point sorted. So, all right, so now we know that that's exactly, that was a good test, all right? He did everything he should do. There was no fucking around. There was no slow-mo. The bright dragon. So it was definitely a script conflict. So, done. So what we're going to do, we're going to start again. I'm going to go to desktop even. Okay? We're going to come in and make a total clean start of this. That's good to know because it's not prolonged. You know, we've sorted it out. You know, so I'm not going to add anything to the mod pack now. I don't care what comes out. I'm just going to play this mod pack because I need to check it. The E&B preset Setting Suns that you see in game here will be out on the 11th. I'm going to try to get that out for the 11th. The mod pack will follow it if it isn't out at the same time. I've got... Yeah, I am. That's it now. Because I don't want to be... I could play around with this load order and this mod pack for another year. You know what it's like. Tinker. I just want to work in mod pack now and get it out and get back to my builds, all right? Get this EMB preset out, which is a job in itself. So we're going to do a new start and we're going to play proper. No cheating, no fast, no COC into cells. A proper test now, all right? So let's start again. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Okay. Let's take the light off. No, let's leave the light on. Okay, quick setup then. My normal snow setup. Oh, changing me war paint colour. Didn't mean to do that. Weight, skin tone, weight. Alright, he looks good. Let's go. I mean, because like I say, once this mod packs out, you know, I will, down the line, add more to it and do more with it. Yeah. Just do that for now. And we'll edit some of the menus once we're outside of this cell. Okay.
Approach, my child,
and we'll start
choose
at the
where
same
your
place.
New life shall begin. The woods can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
Now we know both Rayloff and Hadfar do what they're supposed to do, so we don't need to test that again, right? We know they do what they do. Okay, they did it at the beginning or previous, and they've done it in this new test as well. So I'm not going to be obsessed with that. I'm not going to do that. Come on, Alduin. Why can't I? Oh, here he comes. Hopefully. Good. Please, this way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mark. Oh, that's a good. You wait. Oh, I'll tell you what, you lot. For a laugh, I'll show you the giants in a minute. All right, just bear with. All right. So I'm not gonna get the boys again, Hadfar and Rayloff, because we know we've done that. All right. I am just gonna do some setups here. Bear with me a sec. I am going to do storm lighting, and I'm going to put it on because I like this. I'm going to put it on exciting because that's really exciting. It is exciting. And I'm going to do Sky UI, and I'm just going to go larger on the font. I'm now going to just to give myself some small cheats here, all right? Some potions, because there's many ways to Sovngarde, folks, and I need to be able to survive. And some coin. Oh, that didn't take. What have I missed? Player dot add item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have I missed a naught off that? Oh. Oh, I know why. Look. Too many noughts. Don't need that one. And it's not a dot. Ah. There we go. Okay, right. I'm sorted. That's all I need. I'll just pick up my bow as well. Right then. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was low around here. This is the bit that I talked about earlier. There are 2 or 3 locations where the frames do fluctuate in quite a big way, but they don't hold there. Okay? But that's about 2 or 3 locations in Skyrim. And I have looked at it, and I will continue to look at it. And if I can improve it, I will. But everywhere else basically holds around 60. All right? Okay. What am I doing? So hopefully then we won't have no more issues with the dragons. Okay, let's we've got to go to Riverwood. We've just got to go by the numbers now. Okay, head down to Riverwood. Yeah, I'm aware of Charles. Isn't that the no dig grow a lot of it as well? Is that the guy? He does a lot of just basically no dig growing stuff like that. We're gonna go. I'll show you. I've just uploaded a. Indeed, yeah. I'm gonna go down to Mark, I'm going to show you some brilliant mod making. Okay. I'm just going to forward the main quest line, then we'll go down to...
A dragon.
That's good.
I saw a dragon.
Faendal thinks he... Truly? What? What is it now, Mother? I'd better
It
get
was
going.
as big as the mountain and black as night.
In fact, where am I going to show you? I'll tell you what, I don't know if you've seen this. I think it's PBOSS. We've talked about PBOSS before in terms of, you know, his statue mods and stuff like that. And I don't generally go for his booby ones, but his Mara statue is really nice. And obviously it's tasteful because she's clothed. But the hag ravens and the giants, the naked breasted giants and hag ravens, that's totally lore friendly and is acceptable. You know, it's not, you know, I like that actually, because, you know, they don't have the same sort of convention as, you know, other life, you know, other classes of life. You know, they're wild and rugged and all the rest of it. So I like those mods. I'm just thinking, am I going the right way? Let's just save a minute. Where am I going? We'll just quickly go down here, just for a change. And we'll get to the giant camp. We'll also look at the view, actually. I think there are two giants. Bear with me, folks. Yeah. Okay, back in game. Now, am I going the right way? Let me just think where I am. What I'm looking for is the pathway up to Bleak Falls Barrow. Have I gone past it? No, I haven't, because I'm... That's all right. Okay, here we go. Right. Right, up to the giant camp, and I believe there's two giants here. Giant 1.nif and giant 2.nif. So we'll have one male and one female giant. She is clothed on the bottom part, of course. It's, you know, it's tasteful. Now here's this looks great actually here. Looks really good here. I'm just going to save, and I'll TFC. Oh. What time is it? Okay, we're getting close. And here's PBOSS's giant, female giant. And I think that's really cool. I think, you know, we had all these male giants walking around and no females. And, you know, it's like, it just didn't make sense, you know. So for me, that's a nice immersive touch. I have no issues with that at all whatsoever. And I love the tattoos and markings on her as well. The skin's good quality feet. It's a good, you know, it's a good model. It's a good NPC. The bones, he's done a nice job. So, okay. We'll head to Whiterun then. slow down a bit. We'll go to Whiterun. Oh yeah, they probably will. Yeah. You know, I don't generally go for a lot of. You know, I don't go for any of the. Even what's it called? Is it sex or whatever? All the rest of it. Not my thing. You know. Don't get me wrong. You know, I like females and I like sex, but not like animated and all that sort of NPC stuff. It's not why I play Skyrim. You know, I don't play Skyrim for that. You know, but what I do like, I don't mind immersive touches, and the Giant and the Hag Raven are brilliant immersive touches. You know, just from a, you know, a lore-friendly, game-playing point of view, I think they're brilliant. You know, I like them, and it fits into the game, and I like it, and I think it's acceptable. You know, I don't think it's out of place. I don't think it's, you know, strange. It's perfectly. It fits in with, you know, the nature and the culture of those giants and everything. So. Yeah, so, but yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not interested in the, oh, what's the name of the site? The adult mod site. I can't remember what it's called now. It doesn't matter, but never been interested in any of that, really, to be honest.
Halt. City's closed with the dragon. Welcome to Whiterun, friend.
Okay, right. Might as well advance the quest the old-fashioned way, I guess. Lover's Lab, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, thanks, Gam. Yeah,
we'll
Lover's
pay
Lab.
Whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Can you close up the stand early today, Mama?
I'm afraid not, little fairy. The fruit has about another day left before it spoils.
Okay, let's just heal up just in case. And what time is it? Coming up to past. Right, folks. Okay, the water fix seems to be working okay. We're getting to Dragon's Reach. Yeah, the monster mods and everything. There's loads of yeah.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time.
What's
for
the
rash
meaning of
action.
this interruption?
I just think
Well,
we need more
that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. Keep your distance.
Who's this then?
Make your mind up, Elf.
My eyes on you.
Yeah, I've seen some of his drawing stuff, but not all of it. Okay. Right, I am going to save there. Okay, because I've got to think about lunch now and some food and not get overtired. Yeah, some of the imps, I think, are in this... No, that's not the imps. Sorry, I was thinking of the goblins. There's some goblins in the CC content, I think. Yeah, when you look at the fire, it's dark around you, behind you. Yeah. But when you look away, it starts to brighten up. You just got to give it a second. That's sort of natural with the retina. As the retina adjusts, I really like that. So, yeah.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this by Ismir. Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus?
I don't know.
Shall we continue to trust in the strength
Jake.
of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once.
Sorry,
It's
what's
in the
that?
most immediate
So
danger.
if
that dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me.
you can see
I'll
the
return
face
to
of
my
the
duty.
NPC, is that what you're saying?
That
If
would
I
be
spin him
best.
round, you can see his face. Yeah? In the fire? Yeah, no worries, mate. I knew what it meant. Well, it depends on the angle in which you're looking at him from here, if you like. But so if I'm between the fires like that, hey Jake, was that you? Was that you? He's still in the game. He was in Winterhold. Oh, I disabled him a few months back. Oh, I've got to re-enable him. Yeah. He's still there. I've still got him. I forgot to put him back in when I was editing Winterhold and I was doing some change. Yeah. I'll put him back in. I forgot about that. Yeah. Christ, he was a funny little character. Yep, he's still there, mate. Yeah. Christ, yeah. I'll put him back in next update. All right. He's in the file. I just disabled him when I was having some issues around Winterhold some time back. Yeah, I'll put him back in. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's a bit annoying that, because what I did was, folks, if you wonder what he's on about, years ago, when I first started out, I offered people the ability to have to have an NPC made on their specs. And Jake had a Breton, I think it was, who had Dwemer armor, who had magic in 2 swords, or was it a single sword? I can't remember. And other stats as well. And then Nexus, you know, in their interfering wisdom, who seems to want to make it as difficult as possible for anyone to just make a basic living each month. He was a spell sword, that's right. You know, contacted me and said, oh, you know, I'm breaking the terms of their site. Yeah, so I'm offering people the ability to add themselves to my work, yeah, as a bonus, as being a patron, stuff like that, you know, for supporting my work, a bonus, yeah. And they got involved in one thing or another, so I had to take that all down and stop making those sorts of offers. So, yeah, you know, and I don't think that was very nice, really, because, you know, they've let people get away with a lot worse than that, and they still do. But there you go. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, but they have a certain set of rules. You know, they said I could keep doing it, but I'd have to take my links off their site. I think that was what was going on. So, yeah. So that's why that happened. Jake was the only one that took it up, because he was the first in. And I think it was up for a few weeks before I had to take the damn thing down. But I left Jake's NPC in. And I only removed him recently because, again, I was doing some fixes and I forgot to put him back. I'll put him back in, Jake, all right? I've still got him. He's in the file. He's in the file somewhere, I'm quite sure. I haven't deleted him, so. So there you go. Anyway, it's 135. Yeah, so that's Nexus for you, you know. Yeah, anyway, that's life. In fact, again, even after that, you did, yeah. So I made some other offers as well. Different types that so-called didn't break their rules. And even down the line, further down, I can't remember now the ins and outs, but further down the line, a few years down the line after that, they came back at me again. Oh, we've had more complaints because people would say what I was doing. And again, just simply because I still linked to their site, they didn't like it. So I just gave up in the end and put the basics out. And really, I'm quite lucky because the patrons that I have, you know, they donate each month. And, you know, there's a couple of rewards on some of them. But I'm not, especially since I've been doing this mod pack, I haven't been doing much CK or anything. So they haven't really been getting a lot of their rewards as often as they should be. But none of them moan. You know, they support my work. But then if they're aware of me, they know I'm always working. I'm either streaming or building or doing something. There's always something for them to see or something for them, you know, to pick up on, you know, or have. So, but I really should look after them a bit more than I do, really, to be honest with you. I really should. But they're good people, the patrons that I've got. Most of them have been there for a long time. I have lost some in the last few years, simply because of the demands of life. You know, they've had financial changes and stuff. But I scrape by each month, folks, you know, and I'm lucky to have enough that keeps me ticking over each month. So, but like I say, you want to patronage me, I'd appreciate it. And again, I would offer, you know, a lot more to my patrons, but that means if I do that, I've got to break ties and links with the Nexus in some ways. And of course, they have their point system, which helps a little bit. You know, my mods don't get a lot of downloads, not like Arthmore's and the rest of them. And I'll tell you what, some of the things that piss me off with some of these mod authors, right? You know, they all go on about the Nexus, right? And what the Nexus does. And they'll take some of their mods down, right? But they'll still leave their other mods up so they get their points. I mean, if you're gonna make a point, and if you're gonna break your links from Nexus, break your links, take your mods down, yeah, and stick to your guns, and actually have a moral principle that you're gonna live by, rather than being a hypocrite and living in between. You know, because that's just bullshit, isn't it? That's one thing that does grind my gears. And there was something else I was gonna say about Nexus and mod authors, you know. You know, but you know, I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to be controversial. I'll just keep my mouth shut. You know, I've got my thoughts on a lot of different things. The main thing is all it does ultimately is upsets someone sooner or later, and it affects my, you know, my mod or whatever. And I can't be bothered to be doing, you know, with the dickheads anymore. All I want to do is make my work, you know, let people enjoy it, and get on with stuff quietly, you know, and do what I need to do to keep my family and myself happy. That's all I really care about. But yeah, you know, there are some things that grind my gears. Of course there is, you know. And along the way, like I say, when people have been really out of order, I've stood up for things. In fact, I've had to close down 2 Discords over the time because people have been out of order, and I've just had to start again because there's just some things I can't tolerate. You know, and I won't tolerate. And that's affected the work, and it's affected patrons and stuff like that. But hey, them's the breaks if you've got a morality, right? If you don't compromise, if you have a set of principles and you live by them. And I'd rather be poor and live by my principles than have lots of money and have no principles. But that's me. You know. But like I say, we're all at different stages of growth as well. I accept that. We're all at different ages. We all live in different cultures. We all have different pressures. So I try not to be too dogmatic or too judgmental either. Because, you know, we're all trying to survive day in and day out in a shitty world anyway. You know? Exactly. Yep, honour is something a man gives himself. And lives by what he believes in. When you start selling that for money or anything else, then you've lost that, you know? So, but anyway, there you go. I won't go on, folks. I won't go on. Yeah, so no, I don't. No, I'm not going to walk across people just to have a richer pocket. Certainly not. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. All right, we've started a new game. Actually, I'll tell you what, that was good. Actually, that you saw. In some ways, how mods can so easily affect. Like I say, the mod that I removed, that script that I removed. I'm not saying that script itself is responsible on its own. You use it with vanilla or you use it in a different load order, it may work perfectly. But it is definitely clashed with something in my load order. So therein, unless I investigate it and patch for it, you know, it's not going to be in my load order. And because it's doing something that I don't do, as in scripts and a lot of other stuff in great depth, I'll just leave it out of the load order. But we did see, you know, if you look at the beginning of the video, and if you follow the thread of this stream, you'll see what happened. And you'll see what happened when we removed it. So it isn't. So that mod, that script, isn't for this load order. Simple as that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that particular mod on its own. It's just not for this load order. We started again and we saw the dragons. Oh, sorry, we removed it and we saw the dragon spawn okay with a quick test and the COC and the traveling to the tower. And now we're starting again, okay, with a total new playthrough. And if we get any other dragon performance issues, we know it's going to be something else, all right? And we'll continue this tomorrow. So, folks, again, you know, I'm just going to come out because I want to thank you all right? I don't want to forget names because I sort of feel that's a bit rude. And all I got to do is come out and scroll through my list. So to all of you again that's joined me today, Python, Mark, Jake, who else have we got here? Mark, Jake, Gamma. There's someone else I'm missing. Cheers, Gamma, for joining me today, sharing your time with me. I said Mark. Who else is there? There's Jake. Oh, Strictly Wicked. Strictly, of course. Strictly Wicked. That's it, I think. That's the names that I can see. Strictly, yeah. And anyone else who joined the stream today or watches later, okay? I really appreciate the time that you... oh, Bear. Sorry, Bear. Bear as well. Bear, see, it's good to scroll. Jack wasn't here today, but Jack, if you watch later, all the very best, mate. Okay, you all have, yeah, as Python says, have fun in games. Good gaming, folks. We'll come back in tomorrow, and the next 3 days, folks, is going to be intense testing. I might even be doing a second stream for an hour in the afternoons when my missus goes to pick up our son, because I want to get through a lot of testing in the next few days. Cheers, Bear. I'm not going to rush, and everything will come out when it will come out. The E&B preset will be out around about the 11th, and the mod pack will follow it very soon after that. You know, to all of you, you know, it's Python, all of you, you know, you give a lot of time, and it's enjoyable. I enjoy the streams. I'll see you all tomorrow, all right? You take care. I'm Nesbit. You're the people of Skyrim. Good gaming, folks. I'll see you soon.